All right. So how long is this going to take? Not real long, right?
Probably less time than it took to actually do that. Like 2 hours have transpired since we recorded that intro.
As a result of John having to go through, play Minecraft in order to get tickets. Um, it's very complicated, difficult to explain. Probably not entirely legal.
Yep, and somehow through all of that also we turned up our volume, and so we'll drop that. Okay. Um, I think the rare has got to be considered, if not
Sure.
absolutely taken. A 5/4 flyer on its own is good. The fact that you draw extra cards off of it.
No, I can't. We saw how potent it could be
Yeah.
as it stepped on our neck.
Um, Other things to consider as we pick that, there are also like even Walking Corpse,
Reckless Wave.
Village Cannibals, Banshee. There are several black cards that are good in here. This is good against a flyer.
Sure.
Yeah, Reckless Waif is good. Bonds of Faith is good. Smite the Monstrous. It's a pretty solid pack, actually.
We'll get something else out of it.
Yeah. But I think,
We go with the demon and then we see what comes up next.
yep. And
So we aren't married to black.
no,
We need to remember that.
right. Especially because from whatever,
There's no black in this pack.
yep. And I've been reading that black is supposed to be bad in this format. And I believe everything I read.
Well, all right.
No. No. Not bad. Actually, can be good. This is, I mean, we're drinking Abbey.
I can't fight you on that one.
And
2/1/1 white specter creature token.
so at worst, it's a 3/3, and you have two flyers. And at best, it's a much bigger.
So we start drafting any spirit that we see.
Well, it doesn't even have to be spirits. It's just equal to the number of creatures.
Ah, that's bullshit, man. It looks like Dazzler. Or no, Dagger from Cloak and Dagger.
Okay. I can see that. I think we take it.
All right.
Again, we're not married to white either.
we're just gonna draft all the rares.
Yep.
If it's a rare, we're taking it. Okay, so it's time to get gutter grind.
Yep. But only the 5 cost rares, because we don't want to be able to cast anything for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first 5
of course.
cards of the game.
Um,
So here, I would say, that's not a bad card if you're going vampires. That's also a solid, although it can be hard to flip it early.
sure, because everybody's casting stuff.
Right. Unless you cast it on your first turn and they don't. I mean, sometimes people won't cast something turn 1.
Sure.
So that's kind of your chance to get there. If we wanted to stay on one of the 2 colors we picked so far, that's not bad.
3/1 lifelinker. Sure.
Has its place. So, I don't know. What do you think? We're down to 6 seconds.
Rakish Air.
Okay. I'm actually pretty comfortable in a weird format like this. Just taking the best cards until
at least until we figure out how the hell the game works.
Right. And
By that time, it should have ended.
right. So here,
Oh, that's
once it's out, then everything's a 6/6.
yeah, that's bullshit, man.
It's an interesting card. If we think we're gonna go,
Now you know
Red.
I actually do like the Ashmouth Hound,
yes,
but
you do.
I don't know that with what we have, if this is the time to take it, it may table.
Right. I think between that and Unruly Mob wouldn't be bad, because if we need some 2 drops or early drops, let's try it.
You're not the Unruly Mob?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very much an exploration point in time. I will say I played a few drafts on the pre-release. I won one, and it was a blue-white Flyers deck, which is, almost always good. I love this card. just because I think a 4/6 can be really hard to get through.
Yeah.
But something could be said for a moon heron. We're all over the place on colors.
Oh yeah.
Makeshift mauler is pretty good also, 4/5 for 4.
I guess there's the manor skeleton. If we want to stay in something we've already pulled.
This to give it hexproof. I'm gonna take this.
Okay. You just like it.
I really do. I think it's a solid card. This is probably where we go, which gets us back to white.
We really are all over the place.
Yeah, but we're picking best cards, and if we do that through pack 1, I know we're not sending great signals.
We're sending no signals.
Yes, but hopefully we'll signal ourselves and be able to say this is where we want to be. But a 3/3 flyer that boosts all your other spirits, and we can kind of look for some spirits as we go then.
All right.
I think that's... And this guy makes spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does this guy do?
Weird.
That could be potentially...
I like it.
If we go red-white, and you combo that with Ricochet. The Fox can be good too, and the Sentry can be good, but I think it's an interesting route to go.
Night Revelers.
That there could be an argument for that. There could be an argument for
that's a spirit, yeah.
spirit, and it's 2/3, and even this guy creates
Turns
a
into
spirit when he dies. I think probably the 2/3 flyer.
Okay.
It'd be a 3-drop for us, which, since we're probably only going to play 2 colors, some of those things will be disappearing. What does this do? Is it whenever another human dies? This potentially would make our deck color-wise. Moon Mist would probably be most
I think maybe
damaging.
the Selfless Cathar.
Okay. And then on color would be Riot Devils.
I think we should take the Caravan Vigil. It's very splashable. If we decided to. And it's mana fixing.
Yes, it is. If we end up going 3 colors, then...
What, what are you talking about? For us? For us, really? We could have 1 color and we need mana fixing.
So probably Woodland Sleuth, then. I think we're getting farther and farther away from this demon.
We would have to get a heck of a lot of really badass stuff.
Right. Would we rather go Tormented Pariah or Scavenger?
I would say the Pariah because it is only 1 red instead of 2 green.
Okay. I think that's a good reason to do so. I'm just going to take this.
Just because it's badass, even if it's not useful.
Right. Because the other one card wasn't going to make our deck either, and it's rare. So I probably won't end up with another one unless I also... I mean, I almost exclusively draft. That's how my collection is built, so if I don't take the rares when I have a chance, I just never have them. With the commons, I end up with them even if I don't want them. I'm talking to you, Thraben Pureblood.
Hey, another blood gift demon.
Right. So, if at first you don't listen to the signals slapping you in the face, try again. I don't know. There could be a good argument for Bonds of Faith.
Sure.
And I would think the other argument would be for another Gallows Warden. I like Inquisitor's Flail also. Or we take the Blood Gift Demon and scrap red. Is there anything in red that would be better than 2 Blood Gift Demons?
Probably not.
Probably not. So we'll take it. Why not?
We're stupid. Why not? Right?
Yep. People have come to expect that from us. Indecision and poor choices. Spectral Rider, I actually like quite a bit. Intimidate, so a little bit of evasion. Ghoul Razor if we had zombies, which we haven't really done a very good job of picking up yet.
No, we have 2 black cards.
Right. Which we may not be playing.
Mm-hmm.
If we wanted to go or keep green open, then that would keep white open. I think we're going to play white, so we probably should take this.
Okay.
And it's even a spirit, and that almost seems like a theme for us. And along with that, that could be good. This can be really good. But we have very little removal, and we know we're playing white. So let's...
Fair enough.
Bonds of Faith. So another kind of fork in the road, whether we want removal and cement us more in red, or whether we want a...
Alright, are we planning on playing the Blood Gift Demons?
I just can't...
Not play them? I mean, you're... Okay, we keep taking them.
Right. Let's go black.
If we're going to go black, then we need to start going black so that we have something besides just 2 Blood Gift Demons.
Right. Let's take the bats.
Okay.
There has not been anything incredible in red to make me say we're not going black. Here, wow, that's a lot of good green. Again, I like those guys. If we had zombies, we can get 2 cards for it. But
What's Gutter Grind do again?
as things die, you put counters on it, and then they come out as a 1/1, then a 2/2, then a 3. It's interesting, but it's kind of slow. This guy can be huge early, so there'd be something said for that.
Go with your heart, man.
I'll just take the chant because we're planning on playing black.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's too late now.
Okay, so either the Spectral Rider or the Priest.
Priest is pseudo removal. The Spectral Rider is
Pseudo evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably the Priest. I think looking at our deck right now, we don't have enough early game to be real aggro. So we'd be better off buying time to get to our goodies. Okay, there.
All right.
That one definitely makes sense, and it's in black, which we
At least theoretically want.
have kind of decided to play. Okay, so what if we don't get enough good in black and white? Would we go into green? Would we go into red? Do we take that just as a filler? Do I take another one of these if we're splashing green?
Take that. You like that. It's a good card. The Scarecrow is a defender.
Right.
If it wasn't a defender, then that would be something else. But
probably the Cloistered Youth.
Sure. Or the Sharpened Pitchfork. Brainweevil? Maw of the Mire?
Um,
Bump in the Night? I don't know.
Yeah. Not a lot of good options there. I'm surprised that's not a 2/2. I mean, really, it's just a discard thing.
Anything.
I'll take it. I'm okay with Cobbled Wings.
All right.
I don't know if it'll make our deck, but if it does, I'm not going to cry about it. Like, it's a decent card.
The Moon Mist. No, wait, that's Grave Bramble.
In the event that we get some zombies, we don't want them to be able to stop them. And really, that was just justifying a pick that doesn't matter at all.
Its venom sacs are made of burlap. Believe it or not.
Now, I have never in my...
Green is a very misty color in this. It's got a lot of mist.
It does.
They're on the moors, apparently.
I have never in my Magic career opened 3 packs in a row with the same rare.
Can we do it?
Give us the questionable card pushing us into a color we shouldn't be in.
Yeah! Do it, bitch!
Do it.
Or something better.
Yeah.
I want to hear the complaints about our stupid... Whoa, what the fuck is that?
It's...
That's an ultra rare, isn't it?
big black thing. Yeah. It's a 6/6 flyer. We're taking it.
Yeah. Okay. We're all sorts of demony over here.
See, so what happened is
We're stupid.
we kind of are stupid because we didn't go all in on black with our first Blood Gift Demon, but we realized at pack 2 and stayed enough in black
That it's not infeasible to play this.
right. And
I wish you guys could see him because John is pointing like a madman right now.
I am justifying my picks. No, that's... And if something dies, then at the end of the turn we get to kill something else.
Oh, I think we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's one of our things.
Yeah, no, combat will kill enough. So now it's kind of like, how do we get to the point? It's a slow enough format that I don't think it's impossible to cast something that's 6. You know, in M12, there was a lot of times where, like, getting to 6 mana...
It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose what you'd have to look at is if we have the right stuff, and we don't, to do green and black,
Right.
so that we could grab things that actually would get land into play, potentially.
Right. So, in black we have this. It's when humans die. I don't think we have a whole lot of humans. That's kind of our problem.
Humans?
Although those guys are humans.
Hey,
Yeah.
Invisible Stalker. He's badass.
He is.
Oh, no, we have no blue cards. So we're taking it.
Yeah, for me it would be either the Village Cannibals or the Mystics, which would just push us more into green, but if green ended up being open...
Take the Cannibals.
Okay.
Take the Cannibals. I don't think we want to take anything that's double green.
Right.
Unless we're just taking something. Yup, right now. Oh, let's see. Night Terrors. Abby Griffin.
Yeah, probably Abby Griffin.
Probably Abby Griffin. I guess we could take the Avincent Pilgrim. We might be playing green and we might be playing white.
There'd be an argument for that.
It's a little more mana, if nothing else.
Although with our black things, we can't play 3 colors. We just can't.
You say that like it's true.
I really do believe
All right.
that. So let's take. here.
Traveler's Amulet?
Yeah, actually, that's the card to take. Search up another land and probably a swamp because we have some ridiculous casting cost. And then Nevermore's not bad.
Sounds like a really hard card to play.
Right. Well, especially the first game because you have no idea. Once they've played something, then we say,
It's like this.
never play that again. Unruly Mob versus the Fox. The Fox starts out larger, and Unruly Mob can get larger.
There are some pretty unpleasant enchantments.
That is true. And we have no way to get rid of them, so we'll go with the Fox. Crazy like a fox. Here I'm kind of thinking Doomed Traveler. The Griffin's good.
4. Yeah, no, I think you're right. A little bit more early stuff.
Yeah. And then here.
Well, at least we're seeing no more black. I mean, just none.
Right. That could be an argument for that. Like, I'm looking at the green cards and thinking these are all have 1 green casting cost. So if we end up having to go green, where do we want to be? I kind of
like that one?
Yeah, even just not letting them have something that can flash and death touch.
Fair enough.
Like the Spectral Rider, really anything with a double cost early is looking less and less promising. We know we're playing black.
Yep.
So
I don't know. If we see a black creature, it needs to be heavily considered.
Yes. Prioritize the black creatures, unless they're Brainweevil. There are some lows even I will not sink to. The Fox versus the Griffin.
I think the same argument can be made this time. So I think, yeah.
I agree. None of those spells are worth playing.
I
So,
don't know.
which one do you know about?
Oh, just one for one. It's a lightning bolt. Bump in the night. It's not as good because you can't target a creature, but
Right. We can take it. I mean,
I don't know.
I'm saying at this point, I would probably rather play 3 colors than play that.
Wow. I would rather drive a 10-penny nail through my scrotum than play this card.
I didn't take it to that extreme, but I'm not saying I won't. Now, we're in Swiss, and we're playing someone, or at least potentially playing someone named Dirt Whizzle. So we still have a chance.
Yeah, we're also playing something called LSV. What's that about?
Yeah, who's this guy? No, we have pretty good late game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a balmy high end.
Well, what we have here is exactly the kind of bullshit that we usually complain about. Like, what? No, what? There's no fucking way. Why didn't we ever see this?
Yeah, no, we won't win this draft, but we really have no excuse not to because
our incompetent drafting,
yes,
and drinking while playing.
right, those don't help. So there's some black creatures that we really don't want to play.
Unless we have to.
Maybe the Village Cannibals. I'd like to see where we're at for humans. I think the vampire makes it though. Victim of Night, definitely. And we never found a zombie, so
Yeah, we could bring his back.
right. So kind of you.
Huh.
Okay, so we want the amulet. Um, looking at the piles, we might have enough in white, so I'm just gonna go with that. The Warden, the Griffin, Spectral Rider, the Priest. I forgot about Bonds of Faith, but that's definitely good that we have that. We have 2 Foxes. We have the Doom Traveler. I made fun of it, but
It may go in.
it very well may go in. What are we sitting at for humans now?
If we put in the Selfless Cathar, there's another one.
Let me go. Creature type. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 humans. I mean, at worst, this is. What were they? Safe the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're still a little bit low. We're at 16 creatures. I mean, an argument could be made for Cobbled Wings. Like if you give this thing flight and you have a bunch of creatures.
Sure.
I don't know of anything else that's going to be gigantic. Although if you flip the vampire, it loses flight. So if you can give it flight, then
That's
you have another.
weird. Most vampires have flight, don't they?
Yes, but
Not so much in this set, though, I have to admit.
yeah. So I would think that could go in. We could put that in. I mean, we don't have that much removal. If we gave it flight, or if we had an empty board, it can be pretty good. But
Sure.
I think we would probably be better off maybe going with these 3 cards. Like, let's go back to converted mana cost.
Yeah, we're a little low in the 4.
It's a decent combat trick, and the life link can
Can be good.
be huge. So I don't mind playing that. This one, we could play this, not worrying about the fact that we're not going to be returning zombies,
True.
and just play it to bring back a creature, which
Get our
might
Blood
be,
Gift Demon back.
might be better than
The
doing
3
that.
Purebloods.
And what does he do? He just goes +1/+1 to all creatures you control.
But he jumps in the hole and makes the cannibals bigger.
Right. And maybe trades with something like
Mm-hmm.
that early on. I think I'm okay going with this.
Let's see. So we got that. We got that.
I mean, we also have Brain Weevil, which would mostly be used as a mind rot,
Sure.
which isn't all bad. And if
The upside of the Brain Weevil is that at least it gives us one more 4-drop.
Mhm.
I mean, you could make the same argument for the Rotting Fen Snake, but
Right. Let's try it. We have nothing to lose.
except arguably games.
Yep. Games, money, dignity.
We're
Nothing.
We're playing white-black.
And they want a 9/8 split. It looks like early on we need more white than black. And later we definitely need
Lots of black.
lots of black. But I think that's a pretty fair split. We have the amulet to search up one way or the other. I think that's good. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to is play this game. No. The last thing I want to do is separate this out into creatures versus other spells.
A lot of creatures in this deck.
We do. And limited removal, which I've heard is kind of the secret to winning.
What removal?
No. Creatures and no removal. That's how you win. No, we have this guy who's removal. If we ever get to him,
He's removal-ish.
yeah. And then that's removal.
See,
And,
that's what we have that is not creatures?
and that's removal. Yep.
That's fan-fucking-tastic. I have a good feeling about tonight.
18 creatures. I'm not sure we've ever played that many.
It's a lot of creatures, man. But, well, I suppose if you just keep putting creatures out, eventually they're going to be like, fuck.
I've killed all of these things.
I have killed some, and then they brought one of them back? No, we didn't put that card in, but...
Well, and, I mean, honestly, like, having 18 creatures means we can use our fox as a disenchant.
Yeah.
We don't have to really say, oh, well, we need that. I mean, we might need the body at the time, but if they have a curse on us, we just use it. And then we sideboard in our Witchbane Orb and say,
Look, got one more 4-drop.
Yep.
How you like it?
Actually, the other thing about the Witchbane Orb that I'm thrilled to have is if we play against someone who drafted the mill deck.
Yeah.
Because I've, in my limited amount of playing, already faced someone who had a mill deck, and they beat me one of the 3 games, and it was really close the other game. So,
All right.
there's definitely mill potential in this format.
So have we stopped?
No, it's still recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just wanted to bore them a little bit more.
Oh, well, how good of us.